It's been a hell of a journey from Volume 1. Here is the last video of this interesting series, the top 10 best scenes from Shogun Volume 10. Shogun is now considered one of the most watched series in 2024. Kindly drop a thumbs up, and share a comment on what you think of these scenes. Also hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification because you are our superhero. Let's get down with it. 1. Shindo bombs the castle, killing Mariko. Mariko made the decision to stand up to Shindo by giving her life in order to rescue the regent's families from Shindo's captivity. It appeared for a while to be a grand scheme to make Shindo give up control of the regents. But in the closing seconds of the show, Shindo smuggled the shinobi inside the castle quarters using Yashika. It seems they were just going to abduct Mariko because it was starting to get to be a big problem for Shindo. But in the end, they detonated a bomb, killing Mariko. 2. John Blackthorne and his grandkids. In an unusual scene from the first episode of Shogun 10, we find an elderly John Blackthorne laying in bed with his grandkids looking over his Japanese treasures. After, it is established that Mariko has passed away as the mini-series goes back to the explosion site. It is important to note that Mariko appears to be injury-free. There was a door between her and the explosive device, and it detonated on her back. 3. Toranaga ready for battle. At their discussion about Mariko's passing, Shindo and the regents don't seem to be at ease with Shindo's strategies. Shindo learns from Seiki Nobutatsu that Toranaga traveled to Edo in order to be ready for battle. That doesn't bother Shindo since he believes he has enough men to win any fight. He even accuses Toranaga of being responsible for Mariko's passing, claiming that he sacrificed her to make it appear as though Shindo was the one who killed her. 4. Shindo to go to war with Toranaga. Nevertheless, the Christian regents desire that Mariko be buried with honor. It is only until Lady Okiba asserts her will that Shindo agrees to this idea. Shindo tries to sidestep the conversation of John Blackthorne as well, claiming that he no longer concerns him. The superstitious regents begin to question Shindo's intentions when an earthquake strikes Osaka just as he is signing the papers to go to war with Toranaga. Shindo requests that Yashika get his troops ready in an attempt to express gratitude for his assistance. Nevertheless, it appears that Yashika's shell shock hasn't gone off, and the terrible results of his deeds have driven him insane. 5. Blackthorne permission to live. As John is being brought to Toranaga per Lord Kiyama's orders, the attention turns to him. John is escorted into the woods by Father Martin. They discuss the intricate details of Toranaga's schemes and if Mariko's spirit was at rest when she passed away for a considerable amount of time. As John heads out of the Osaka docks, Martin tells him that Mariko asked the church to grant John permission to live, and that Martin has complied with her last wish. When John learns that Mariko's final appearance before her faith and God was for him, he is overcome with emotion.
And good luck.
Six. John Blackthorne's ship destroyed. Talking about Mariko's poetry, Lady Okiba and Yashika allude to Okiba's shifting loyalties. When they get in Ajiro, they discover that John's ship has been destroyed, despite the insane Yashika's request for John to carry him to England aboard his ship. It appears that Omi has taken Toranaga's side, as he brings Yashika to Toranaga for approval. John is told by Miraji that it's conceivable the Christians destroyed his ship because they don't want him to assist Toranaga with its guns and consider him a heretic. 7. Toranaga makes Blackthorne, who is still an Anjin, his second. It seems that Toranaga has searched all around Ajiro for these pirates. He gives Yashika the command to end his own life because he planned Mariko's demise. Yashika asks Toranaga to give John the opportunity to be his second. Toranaga declines the proposition on the grounds that John is still a Anjin, despite becoming a Hatamoto. Yashika proposes that Toranaga be his second, and Toranaga agrees. When John and Fuji get back together, the way the scene is framed suggests that they are thinking of Mariko silently.
位牌が入っておりまする。私はおいとまをいただき、あなた様の正室ではございませぬ。
ママ。
船のこと。
富士山も。 渡せ。王様の御前に参るぞ。まで休むなと命じてある。
8. Blackthorne rebuilding the ship. John assures Toranaga that the Ajiro people are not guilty. It was Mariko who destroyed the spacecraft, not them, in order to save John's life. Toranaga need to quit frightening the Ajiro people as a result. Toranaga declines John's suggestion. John then makes the decision to use seppuku in order to save Ajiro. This prevents John from taking his own life by persuading Toranaga that he has no malice in his heart. John is given the task of rebuilding the ship and enabling his fleet.
De.
9. Toranaga beheads Yashika after he performs seppuku. Yashika offers Omi his final poetry. Even though it was written so badly, it's difficult to laugh at because it was read before Yashika passed away. Yashika leaves his kosho with his ultimate wishes. He goes to where Toranaga is waiting to murder Yashika, at the edge of a cliff.
海で打ち負かすところも。
あの世、やむを得るまた壊さねばならない。
殿は
They discuss Toranaga's combat plans after having a brief conversation regarding Omi and John. First of all, Toranaga admits that he destroyed John's ship in order to force John to support him rather than the Christian regents. Second, he tells Yashika that he persuaded Okiba to sever her relationship with Shindo by using Mariko's passing. Shindo has already lost the fight before entering the battlefield if he does not have the heir's troops. Lastly, he raises the possibility of taking over as the official leader and bringing in a period of calm and harmony. Upon that note, Toranaga beheads Yashika after he performs seppuku. 10. Toranaga's victory. John surrenders the crucifix he has been carrying for Mariko, suggesting that the events from the past are really illusions from his mind.
There you go. Awesome. I told you, they can rest.
John goes back to the coast to begin repairing his ship. Buntaro follows him, and despite their lack of communication, it appears that they have put their differences behind them. When Toranaga turns to face the ship, John, and finally Japan, the triumphal music implies that Toranaga has come out on top in this complex but fascinating struggle.